Today I'm going to be trying a very first wood paneling DIY project that I've never done before. Hello and good morning, everyone. Today is an exciting day. I'm going to be doing a DIY project at home. I'm going to wood panel the back of my bedroom wall, which our bed sits against. And right now you probably see a mess around me. That's because I've already moved out all the clothes. But today I'm going to be trying a very first wood paneling DIY project that I've never done before. So I'll walk you through the products I'm using and the materials I have, and we'll go from there. Sound good? So in order to make my life a little bit easier, I have chosen to go with a stick back paneling. So I'm not going to be using a nail gun. I'm not going to be using any kind of additional tools. All I need is the adhesive backing to these panels. So you can get these panels at Wayfair. I will send the link below. They're the cheapest alternative that I found that will work for what I'm looking for. I like lighter wood. So this is the lighter wood. I'll go further about like what this wood is, and I'll also kind of review it and see if I like it. But this was the best like cost-effective alternative that I found for the budget I wanted to stay in, which was under $300, like under $275. So super affordable, but let's see if it actually works. So you will be seeing this munchkin in all of the videos, especially today because Mom's working on a new project and moved the bed, so we have to explore and figure out what happened. Right, Nico? What happened? But anyway, so let's go into it. These are the wood planks I got. They're by Nancy Industries, and they're easy wall panels. So let me just show you kind of what they look like. They look like this. It's a light wood. They come in alternative colors if you want, and then the back is peel. So you'd have to peel this off upon, wanting to adhere that to the wall, and then you'll press really hard against the wall, do a little bit of some roller action to affirm it to the wall, and let it sit. So that is what we're using. You need an X-Acto knife because these aren't very thick panels. I don't know if you can see, they're clearly laminate, so they're false wood. That's what makes them so cost effective, but they're probably the most real looking wood I've seen. I was thinking about maybe doing a wallpaper, like an adhesive wallpaper, but this is a really good alternative, I think, without needing a nail gun and that kind of stuff. So this is like if you don't have all the tools you need, you can use this. The other thing, so you'll need an X-Acto knife. I have this really nice cutting board that I use for when I do sewing crafts, so I figured this would be great to cut on, and also it has some nice measurements on it, so there's that. You will need a measuring tool, and you will also need probably a leveler. Not probably, you will need a leveler. So the wall's already been prepped. We've already removed the socket coverings. We'll put those back on. And then I do have new caulk to put down here when we're done, so that everything just looks super streamlined. It looks like it was built into the wall and it came with the house. So this will take all day, I feel, but the first step will be to unpackage all of the wood. You have to be careful not to do what I just did, which is lean it against something and it will bend. So now I have to put some weight on that to put that back. But so I'm gonna go look through all the panels and kind of get started and see what I like. All right, let's do this. So I wanted to show you one really cool thing. So I don't know if you noticed this, but this is a darker wood. You can kind of see that it has a totally different pattern. And this is a lighter wood with a different pattern. And I noticed that they split the box in half and they come together like in half, back to back. So you have your darker woods and your lighter woods. So you can almost do so you already kind of know that your alternating is going to need to be like a piece like, it's going to be alternating like a piece like this. And then you'll put your light one right here. So you can alternate and get that like different color structure that you want. I just marked out like the halfway point in my wall. And I'm gonna start from the top to the bottom from side to side, like in a zigzag pattern, going back and forth, alternating wood colors. So I'm about to peel the first piece. I'm a little nervous. Let's see how it goes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Is it awkward? Looks good. Now we just need to put the furniture back and we'll find out how it really turned out.
4, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 1, 2.
Alright, this is what I would call one very successful DIY. I will link the product below. I'll also link the caulk I used, as well as just the list of tools you'll need to do something like this project. Is super easy. It did take us, after cleaning and putting everything back, like probably about 4 hours, 5 hours. So it's not a easy task, and if you can see, this isn't a very tall wall. So imagine just doing an entire wall. It takes some time, but definitely worth it. I'm really happy with the results. I definitely have some pros and cons to it. So stick around for that if you want to hear about the pros and cons that I have about using this product, what I liked, what I didn't like, what I would do differently next time, and yeah. Alright, so the time you've all been waiting for, which is the pros and cons of choosing to do a peel and stick wall installation. And well, let's just get into it. I have some negatives and some positives, but I promise you that the negatives are very minimal and the pros far outweigh the cons I have for this product. To the cons first, because let's just peel off that band-aid and start with the things I didn't like or I'm kind of concerned about, and then we can get right into the best part, which is all the pros and all the reasons you should definitely get this tool. Now, for the cons, my biggest qualm would have to be the fact that glue does not go around the entire edge of the panel for each panel. Some panels had more glue than others. So a great example of this is kind of this piece here. You can see that there's about 1/4 of an inch to about 1/2 an inch of just no glue. And if I probably bought an additional adhesive, it would be fine, but I didn't end up using a piece like this because, well, I don't really know how well it's going to stay long term. I think if you cut this piece somewhere right here, that would have been fine, but overall, the glue doesn't surround the entire edge. So that brings me into my second concern, which is durability. I don't really know how long this is going to last. So I hope it lasts a long time. That would be great, but you never really know with the kind of peel and stick options how durable and how long they will last. But that might be a really good option if you're a renter versus somebody looking for more of an permanent installation. And the last thing is they're pretty flimsy pieces. Like, they're thick, but if you don't keep them flat, they'll bend. So you need to be pretty diligent about where you store them and making sure that they stay flat and that you don't bend them because that will affect the glue and all that kind of stuff. So just be really cognizant of that. But that's really it. Everything else I think is really great about the product. So with that said, let's get into the things I think are great about this product. And the biggest one I have to say is the fact that this is an incredibly easy install. You do not need to be an advanced DIY or home improvement person to get this installed. This is definitely beginner friendly. So if you're somebody who's starting to want to get into home improvement or DIY and you really like that faux wood paneling, this is the option for you. It's affordable, easy, and completely doable by yourself or with a friend. Next positive I have for this product is the fact that it looks pretty real. Up close, and if you touch it, you might be able to tell that it's laminate, but from far away, it looks incredibly real. I have had people come over and see it. I have had my parents see it on my phone. I have taken photos and everybody says it turned out really, really great. And it looks really nice and kind of brings the room together, adds that warmth to the room that wasn't really there before. So it's a great option if you're just really trying to get that wood effect. Next positive, this is incredibly easy to cut. If you would go with a real wood option, you would end up having to have some kind of nail gun and you would need a wood saw of some kind, but with this all you need is a simple 99-cent $1.50 straight edge. Very, very simple. That's all you need. You will wear out the tips during the process, but you can easily just snap those off. So this is really all you need for success with this project. Finally, this is an incredibly affordable project. If you were to go with a real wood backing, you could easily spend $500+ on a wall like mine with the amount of square footage that it is. With this wood paneling, it's about half of that. So you save about 50% if you choose this option, and that's a great, who doesn't like to save money? I mean, who doesn't like to save money? So that's a big one too. The one thing I really liked about Wayfair was that you could take the square footage measurement of your walls and it would calculate the number of boxes you need. I did add an additional 10% because I wasn't really sure what this product was like, and also I didn't know if I need that 10% because they give you that 10% in case you have scraps. Overall, I still have about 1.5 boxes left of panels, which I'm actually going to use downstairs in our entryway. I'm very excited to do that DIY now. So I got pretty much 2 spaces covered for the price of 1, which who, again, doesn't like to save money, you know? If you liked this product and it's something that you want to purchase, I have linked the product below. I have also added the caulk I used, which you can just get at an average Home Depot or a Lowe's, which I did put around the edges, and that's all you'll need. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit that like button and also subscribe. And yeah, comment below if you have any other questions and let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks a lot, guys, and happy DIYing.